It was the cat's fault. Once there was a cat who lost her left eyebrow. This worried the cat very much. You see, for a cat, losing an eyebrow is like a human losing an eardrum, or an eye, maybe even a finger. The cat was afraid to explore since she no longer knew if her head could fit through the hole in the pantry wall. She didn't want to sleep on her favorite corner of the bed since she might fall off in the middle of the day. Most of all, she didn't want the other cats of San Francisco to see her. They would surely make fun of her missing eyebrow when they gathered for their Thursday evening tea in the Presidio parade ground. The cat didn't know where she lost her eyebrow. She looked in the mirror one day and saw it was gone. The spot above her green eye that once housed 5 white hairs, stiff like the leaves of a spider plant in the summer, was bare save for a thin carpet of black fuzz. Before she had seen this, she had lived like any other house cat, meowing at the humans so they would feed her sardines from a can, batting at the silverfish that crept around in the shelves, and leaping on top of the table by the bay window to chew on the parlor palm. Now that the cat knew her eyebrow was missing, there was only one thing she could safely do. She crawled to the corner of the drawing room, tucked herself underneath a chair, and started purring. The cat purred and purred and purred and purred. Sometimes the humans walked by and scratched her under the chin. They told her how much they loved her loud purring. But the cat didn't look at them. She didn't need distractions. Her mama once said purring healed cats' bodies and comforted their loved ones. She needed to purr. The cat purred for 3 days and 3 nights. She paused her purring just twice a day to lap up some water and snack on a hummingbird. But as soon as she was finished, she lopped back up to her upholstered fortress and purred again. Still, the eyebrow didn't grow back. So the cat purred louder. As the days slid into weeks and weeks morphed into months, the cat's purrs also grew. They swelled to such a size the entire house rumbled with each purr. The people on the street noticed the streets were purring, and the people on the block noticed the blocks were purring, until eventually the entire city felt the cat's purr. This was the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Once the earthquake dust settled, the cat crawled out from underneath the rubble that was once her home, careful to avoid her face from touching any rough surfaces that could damage her remaining eyebrow. She perched on top of a broken beam and brushed her face with her paws, combing her whiskers back and pressing them against her forehead, counting the number of eyebrow hairs she had on each side. She counted 5 hairs on the top of her right eye, but still only 3 on her left. That's when the cat looked around and saw the city collapse around her, and she decided never to purr again. You and I know this cat. You can meet her when you come to San Francisco and cross the Golden Gate Bridge. People visit from all around the world to see her since, like all cats, she's beautiful, despite her lopsided eyebrows. The day after the earthquake, the cat swam across the street to hide, away from all the hurt and death she caused, and lay down to nap. She never woke up again. Her nose became the tip of Point Reyes. Humans built a lighthouse where her whiskers once were. Wildflowers grow every spring where her eyebrows used to be, and herds of elk feed on them. On her butt, they built Sausalito.